Here. It's under playlists. Everyone thinks I'm part of that fucking family. Oh no.
Dr. Albert K. Bender. Albert was a famous researcher who actually founded the International Flying Saucer Bureau, which I didn't even know was real. You may not have heard of it because he abruptly shut it down after being visited by the Men in Black. By 1955, he was this close to releasing a paper proving the US government had covered up proof of UFOs. He was about to publish his paper in the Space Review, but alas, that was just never gonna happen. One night when Albert was in bed, he suddenly felt a nauseating, dizzy spell. All of a sudden, he started seeing multiple dark shapes appear in his room, and he legit thought it was just because he was about to pass out, but he was wrong. The shapes slowly took form and materialized into men in black suits and hats. He couldn't see their faces, but the only thing he could see were their eyes, and they were glowing. The men could somehow speak to Bender's mind directly without actually saying anything. They forced him to destroy all his findings and stop his research altogether. As soon as this encounter took place, Bender was scarred for life. He shut down the bureau straight away. His other work was almost unreadable, and he lived with perpetual anxiety and fear of the men for the rest of his life. He'd get continuous phone calls with no one on the other end, and he actually just ended up dying in 2002. Coming in at number 9 is Dan Aykroyd. Now, if you're unaware, Dan Aykroyd is a Canadian actor, musician, filmmaker, and much more. He was actually an original member of the Not Ready for Prime Time players on SNL back in the day. And I feel like it's a crime, but I actually have never heard of this man. Sorry. Either way, Dan came forward one day about how he was taping a show about the paranormal and the extraterrestrial. After his announcement, he stepped outside to take a phone call from Britney Spears, who asked him to be on SNL Live with her. While they were talking, Dan noticed a black Ford parked across from him on the street. A tall, pale man in a black suit stepped out of the vehicle and stared him down. It was like, you know, when you're at a club and a guy sees you and he's like looking up and down like he just found his prey. That's exactly what it was. Dan was like, what a creep, and turned around for a second, but when he looked back 2 seconds later, the car and man had disappeared. As soon as he walked back into the building, he was told his show was cancelled and to stop filming it there and then. Now, he knows exactly what he saw that day, and he's still adamant the Men in Black are the reason his show got cancelled. Dude, it's fine. Your show got cancelled. You're still on SNL Live with Britney Spears. I think you made it up. I think you can make do. At number 8, we have The Library. Peter Roycevich, a professor of folklore, was sitting in the library reading a book on UFOs recommended by one of his colleagues. Out of the corner of his eye, he noticed a shoe and a leg, and then boom, a man in a black suit was just sitting right in front of him. How did he get there? Where did he go? Cotton Eye Joe. He immediately started asking Peter if he was interested in the book or had he even seen a UFO before, and Peter told him he wasn't interested and was just reading it as a recommendation, to which the guy got angry and shouted at him, asking how he could not be interested in the most important facts of the century. But that seemed to be a fake cover-up, since he seemed quite content that Peter wasn't interested in the subject, and then he just left. After the encounter, the professor was a bit shook up, so he got up to walk around the library, but strangely enough, no one was there. No students, no guards, not even the librarians. It was deserted. Slightly scared, he went back to his seat and walked around again an hour later to find people back in their places. Imagine just sitting in a library, being a tenured professor, someone comes at you, shouts at you for not liking UFOs, and then leaves. I'd be like, I'm failing you for that. You're not even in my class and I'm failing you. Filling at number 7 slot is The Sighting. Paul Miller worked in the American Air Force, and one day while coming home from a hunting trip, he saw what looked like a gigantic...
In the world of matchmaking,
This weekend, you're
Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Decoding the Unknown. As always, hello there, I'm your host Simon Wimsey, one of my writers, in this case Katie. Thank you, Katie. Has written me an episode. Here come the Men in Black. The Galaxy Defenders. Anyone seen that movie? God damn, I haven't watched Men in Black in a long time. Didn't they make like new Men in Black movies? Didn't they make a new Men in Black movie recently, which I absolutely didn't see? I remember enjoying that as a kid though. It was great. Simon, I know you're not renowned as a huge film buff, but can you guess the highest grossing film at the domestic box office in 1997? I'm going to go ahead, and even though it seems insane, thanks man from Ohio, that really didn't add anything useful to this story. Oh, I mean, yeah, but is anything? It's just like random witnesses who say they saw weird alien men come to the door. Come on. Come on. I need some evidence. Okay, before we get into the debunking section, let's circle back to the "are they real" question. We mentioned that governments might have a vested interest in stoking UFO rumors to discredit potential witnesses and mask details of real military experiments. So let's spend a few minutes on this. Men in Black did exist, although probably not exactly as we've described them so far. They also probably didn't wear black suits, but just calling them men would be a bit confusing.
There's the threat. I know the threat. I'm not really scared of the threat anymore. I'm not really fucking scared of saying this. I know the powerhouses behind of the MIB. Every song, every owner of the companies, everyone out there that thinks, oh, let's sign an LLC. All of your shit, the lower access ones, everyone that thinks that they're there, no one's there, because now we're in the world of a whole different section. No one's there anymore. I know the fucking threat. I know your asses don't exist anymore. Everyone thinks that your asses do exist. You all think, oh, our world is your world, and your asses think, oh, my world is the best world. Let's turn everyone into fucking animals. Let's turn everyone into animals. Oh, I know I'm getting so much backlash for this, but fuck it. I know shit. I'm gonna get in so much trouble for saying this. That spaceship. Fuck it, I'll just say it. Ooh, I'll just say it. After this,
In this episode, you're going to see the scary
that spaceship right there is a spaceship that holds shots, but it's not the right shots that we all want to ingest. Those are the companies that own the dogs, owns our animals. If y'all think, oh, let's be owned by the animal ones, no. No, you don't. No, you don't. This American Cancer Society s- 618,120,000 people are supposed to basically die from cancer. Approximately a whole lot of people are gonna die by cancer. You all are the lowest ones. There's a whole group out there. Their shit's being exposed right now. All of your shit's been exposed. All of their shit's being exposed. sorry, your shit's already been exposed. Your shit's been exposed already. All your shit's been exposed. Everyone knows that y'all are already here. I know the threats, kill your whole entire family, or I will kill your whole entire family. I know about the cancer shots, I know about the antidote to the cancer shots. Fuck it, I'll just say that. That ship that I showed of the invisible spaceship, that's the ship that holds the cancer shots. Fuck it, I'll just say that.